Hi guys, my name is Super Mike and you're welcome to this channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 6 conditions that can increase your chances of getting pregnant with twins. But before then, if you're new to this channel, my goal is to reveal secrets about the human body. I create and upload at least one video every week. So please consider subscribing to this channel and turning on notifications so I don't miss out. Here is what you need to know first. Every month, a woman releases an egg into the fallopian tube from the ovary, and this process is known as ovulation. If she happens to engage in sexual intercourse before, during, or immediately after this ovulation, sperm cells from the man will meet the egg in the fallopian tube, and one of them will fuse with the egg to form a new creature known as zygote. And this process is known as fertilization. After fertilization, the new creature, the zygote, will then move to the next organ, which is the uterus or womb, where it will get attached to the wall in a process known as implantation. In the uterus, in the womb, the zygote will grow into an embryo, fetus, and then finally be delivered as a baby. But if fertilization does not occur in the fallopian tube, after the egg will still move into the uterus, but after a few days, it will get degenerated and will be washed out together with menstrual blood. So this is a normal process. This is a normal thing that you need to know. And once you understand this, it is easier for you to understand how twins are formed. And if you understand how twins are formed, you can easily influence your chances of conceiving twins. Now, there are two kinds of twins: identical twins and fraternal twins. Identical twins are formed when the ovary releases one egg into the fallopian tube, and this egg will then be fertilized by a single sperm cell to form a single zygote. On its way to the uterus to get implanted, the zygote splits into two, giving rise to identical twins. So you now have two zygotes moving down to the uterus. So these are identical twins are formed, and they are also known as monozygotic twins because they are born from a single zygote. Fraternal twins, on the other hand, are formed when the ovary releases two eggs instead of one into the fallopian tube. And these two eggs will then be fertilized by two different sperm cells to form two different zygotes that moves on to the uterus, get implanted, then grow up to become fraternal twins. So fraternal twins are also known as dizygotic twins because they are formed from two different zygotes. So there are two different babies, there are two different siblings. That is why they always look different. So, for you to conceive identical twins, you need a mechanism that will cause the zygote to split into two after fertilization. And then for you to conceive fraternal twins, you need a mechanism that will cause the ovary to release two eggs instead of one into the fallopian tube. All right, if you've already learned something from this video, please give me a thumbs up and click on the subscribe icon. Thank you. Now, it is currently impossible to influence your chances of conceiving identical twins because scientists are yet to find out the reason why the zygote split into two. But for fraternal twins, all you need to do is to cause hyperstimulation of the ovary and it will release more than one egg for you, though this is not 100% guaranteed. So here are 6 things that can increase your chances of getting pregnant with twins. Number one is being a twin. So if you're already a twin, there are great chances that you've already inherited the mechanisms that can result to splitting of the zygote after fertilization or release of more than one egg from the ovary. So you stand a greater chance of conceiving twins than somebody who is not. Another condition that can increase your chances of conceiving twins is family history. So even if you're not a twin, but you're from a family that has twins, probably your grandparents, your parents, your siblings. If you have any member of a family that's a twin, you stand a greater chance of conceiving twins than somebody from a family without any trace of twins. Another condition that can increase your chance of conceiving twins is age. Studies have shown that women who are 35 years and above stand a greater chance of conceiving twins than the younger ones. The reason is because as a woman grows older and closer to her menopause, the level of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone in her blood increases. And these hormones are the ones responsible for the growth of the egg in the ovary and the release of the egg from the ovary into the fallopian tube into the fallopian tube. So the increase in the level of these hormones leads to hyperstimulation of the ovary, resulting to the release of more than one egg into the fallopian tube. And once these eggs have been released, they can be fertilized to form fraternal twins. Another thing that you can do to increase your chance of conceiving twins is taking fertility drugs. Fertility drugs like clomiphene citrate or clomid, as it's popularly called, can increase the level of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone in your blood. And like I said earlier, increase in the levels of this hormone can result to hyperstimulation of the ovary, leading to release of more than one egg into the fallopian tube. In vitro fertilization or IVF is a service that is offered to couples who are unable to conceive naturally, maybe due to inability of the man to produce viable sperm cells or inability of the woman to ovulate to release an egg into the fallopian tube. During the process, sperm cells are extracted from the man while egg cells are extracted from the woman. The sperm cells are then used to externally fertilize the egg cells in a test tube to form a zygote. So the zygote is allowed to grow into an embryo, and after that, the embryo is manually implanted into the uterus of the woman. So during this time, you can actually tell the fertility expert to implant two embryos instead of one into your uterus, and these two embryos will then grow up to become fraternal twins. So, like I said, it is easier to influence your chances of having fraternal twins. And then finally, one of the things you can also do to increase your chances of having twins, especially as a man, is to get married to a twin. So if you get married to a twin, someone that's already inherited the processes involved in the formation of twins, then you also stand a greater chance of becoming a father of twins. So thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Once again, if you learn anything, please give me a thumbs up by clicking on the like icon. And if you've not subscribed, please do that before you leave. Thank you so much and see you in my next video.